Welcome everybody to another episode of Now Hear This. Tonight I have a very special guest, Tone Fultz. He has an exciting new project out with Dios Nagazi called Iron Angelus. It is out now on digital streaming platforms. Thank you so much for joining this evening.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I believe Dios will be tapping in momentarily. But before all of that, let's get into a little bit of history of Tone Fultz. Can you tell everybody where you were born and raised?
Well, I'm from Malaquippa, Pennsylvania, right outside of Pittsburgh. And, I've been here like most of my life. Went to school in Jersey a little bit, went to school in Ohio a little bit, but basically Pittsburgh.
Right. At what point did you get into production, or did rapping come first for you?
Actually, it was like all about the same time. Because, like, at first I started making pause tapes. And that's before I was even rapping. And I didn't know that that was part of producing at the time. I was just making like little beats for my friends, and then I started rapping.
Right.
But it was all like within months of each other.
You have a timeline of when all that started to take place?
Shoot, about 1990.
Okay. Who were some of your musical influences around that time?
Oh, back then,
Yes.
Slick Rick, Public Enemy, LL, Boogie Down Productions, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, like anybody that was dope.
Right.
It just ain't one person, just anything that was dope. Probably some people I can't even think of right now, but it was a lot of dope shit back
Right.
then.
What was you seeing around your way as far as producers and MCs that kind of came before you?
Oh man, you got like Mailman, Butter, um, ID Labs. You got Oyo Ellis. It's a bunch of cats. Bunch of cats.
Did you have a mentor, or were you self-taught?
I would say like self-taught to a degree. Um, Fourth Disciple. I say Fourth Disciple was a big influence on me. Cause back around like '95, before Killer Army came out, I was always at his lab. I don't know if you watched the Wu Tang saga
Yep.
when they go to Ohio
Yep.
and Wise discovered me.
Uh, okay.
And
So,
I was always down at Fourth's lab. And Fourth was a great influence.
right. What
And
would
I didn't even get it twisted. Great influence. Hearing all that great music, things that ain't even come out. It was like mind blowing.
what did you witness earlier on with Fourth?
Like in the studio,
Yep.
like a lot of the formation of Killer Army. Like I was there like 2 years before the album came out, but Killer Army was already started when I got there.
Okay.
It was just like a lot of that album. I watched a lot of it like formulate.
Right. Now, what point and what were you doing that got you discovered?
Well, I met them at I was at a music store called Pianos and Stuff. No, it wasn't Pianos and Stuff. I can't remember what. It was in McKees Rocks. I can't even think of the name of it right now.
Right.
But Wise, Fourth Disciple, and Supreme was there. And Wise had on a Wu Tang shirt. And I was like, I asked him where he got that from, and he told me who they were. Come to find out, we had a lot of the same friends. One of my homeboys from Quip was also from Mount Steubenville, also.
Mm,
And I rapped for them. They liked what I had. And also at the time, I was living in Ohio. I was living out Wellsville, which is like 15 minutes away from Steubenville. But we met in Pittsburgh.
okay.
So, all that just came together.
Right. Were you part of a group earlier on, or were you always solo?
At that time, I was part of a group. Me and my boy, Dane. We was in a group. It was called the Ill. And Oyo Ellis was our producer. I wasn't even producing at that time, like formally.
Right. Did anything materialize as far as a deal, music on wax, mixtapes, anything around that time?
We had like mixtapes. We was getting played on the pit station, things like that. We had like a little following around here. Like our tapes was going like heavy.
Right. Besides the tapes, what were you guys doing as far as paying dues to get your name out there? As far as shows.
Opening up, like we opened up for Far Side, like a lot of different groups that was coming in at that time. We opened up for.
Okay. What eventually happened to the group?
He moved out to Cali, and and that was that. And then I started, going out to Ohio, and things happen. You know how life is.
Right.
Yeah, we still keep in touch.
Right. Did you get into another group, or is this the point that you kind of go for dolo?
I want, yeah, I've been dolo ever since.
Okay. Talk about some of your earlier projects before linking up with deals.
um, in 2008, I got my first deal with a with Perspective Records out in California, out of Irvine. I had a song called Trick Niggas that was playing on the radio pretty good. It was playing here. It was playing in Cleveland. It was playing down in Valdosta, Georgia, Detroit. It did pretty good.
Dope.
And then after that, I had an album called The Ordeal. The first one in 2008, that was under Tone Fultz. The Ordeal was the Messiah Madness.
Okay.
And that did extremely well for me. And then for like all the years in between, I was just producing. And then I just came out with Monstrosity in 2023. That was my first Messiah Madness project in a while.
Right. Did some of your production find its way on other artists' albums?
Oh man, I just did a song with excuse me.
You good?
Yeah, that was Dio's trying to call in.
Got
Um, and where was I at? Oh, Monstrosity.
production on other artists' albums.
Oh, yeah, Solomon Childs. I produced two songs for him last year. Biz the Prince. Those probably like the biggest. And it's like artists around here, like countless artists out here in Pittsburgh.
Right. What kind of feedback did your 2023 album receive?
They're pretty good. Shit, I did numbers on that.
Yeah.
They got close to 1 million streams on that album.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
At what point did you meet Deals?
Around that time, cause I go out to California a lot with Digging Daily. That's a DJ crew out there. I'm real cool with them. I've been cool with them since like 2012, so I've been like back and forth to Cali a lot. I did shows with them and production for them also.
Okay.
And they're friends with Deals, and that's how that all came together.
Okay. So talk a little bit about your guys' relationship and how you started, kind of connecting early on with the music.
Well, shit, they had that song called Cocaine 80s.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. 88K.
Yeah, man, that's my shit.
All right.
Like I say, DJ Showing Up out of LA put me on to it, and he knew them. I had Dio up, and shit, just been cool ever since.
So what point do you guys start conversating about doing a project together? And what was those early conversations like?
I can't say like it was like just one thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because we hang out and talk all the time, and then like last year, he was talking about slowing down on production. Like he want to concentrate more on rhyming and shit. And I told him I had some beats, and then it just snowballed from there.
At what point did you guys start working on this project, and how long did it take to put together all together?
Oh man, it came together pretty quick. Um, Started in December and we was done in January.
Okay, pretty quick.
It, Matter of fact, it was like just after Thanksgiving, so I just say December, and it was done in January.
Okay. Talk a little bit about the creative process. Did you guys work together in the studio, or like you said?
Yeah, I flew out there,
Okay.
and we got a lot of it done. You know, it's a couple times I flew out. It's pretty quick, pretty quick. Man, them guys write fast.
Right.
They write very fast.
Right.
So I know I came in with some beats, and we in the studio, and I had jet lag. I fall asleep. I wake up a couple hours later. They got two songs done.
Right.
You know, they go and then we was in the studio all day, all night.
Talk about the title, Iron Angelus.
Me and Dios was just going, going back and forth with names and shit. And he said Rotten Angeles. Then I was like, I want to put Pittsburgh in there some kind of way. Then I was like, Still Angeles, and then like that, I was like Iron Angeles. He was like, that's it,
Mm,
just that fast.
right.
Like me and him, we start talking, just like bouncing ideas. Like shit comes real fast all the time.
Right. You did 100% of the production on this album.
Yes,
Okay. Talk about the features on this particular project.
it's all Reagan era,
Hmm.
the whole Reagan era.
Okay.
Got Skrills, got Halo, you got Diverse deals.
Right. Your single came out before this project. What was the feedback like on that?
Well, the single came out and the album came out. They both came out yesterday.
Okay.
So we're still getting feedback, but everything's positive.
Right.
What you think?
I got whiplash, man. Before this particular interview, but I'm all better now. But yeah,
Good shit. Good shit.
what it is definitely knocking.
Word.
Let's jump into some of the tracks. And maybe just talk a little bit about your thought process, and some of the concepts you guys talked about going into this project. So it begins with the intro.
We wanted something like a movie. Started out like some black exploitation type shit. Um, I hired a voiceover guy. I wrote the I wrote the words. He said it. I put it to a beat, and that's it. But we just wanted to come out like a movie.
Mm,
Because the way I wanted it to play is like, you know, like a movie. Like if you listen to the skits and everything, like everything like kind of flows all together like that.
yeah, very cinematic. Uh,
Where
Pipe bomb. Kind
deals
of
crazy for that.
but it's definitely explosive. No pun intended.